So in today's video, I want to break down the common bottlenecks I see after consulting dozens of D2C brands. What are the common pitfalls? And ultimately, when we work with specific companies, how do we generate a net profit? It's breaking down into 4 specific variables. The first variable is, of course, a lack of congruency across the creative to actually the copy, to the landing page, to the offer. The second variable that I see common across the board is a brand has shiny object syndrome. That's either they want to shift agencies every quarter, they want to bring on a new agency for TikTok or whatever, when they haven't even dialed in front of unit economics on one single channel. The third bottleneck is ultimately thinking and believing that you can scale with one single SKU. The fourth bottleneck is the lack of customer support and getting direct feedback from your customers of what they want to see next, or specific offers they want to see next. Because the way to reduce churn is getting feedback from your customers and implementing that feedback to either new product SKUs, new product bundles, new offers. And apart from that, the lack of just ability to pump out creatives. Many founders work with creative agencies, they're paying out 6K, 10K, 15K retainers a month just for creatives, when they could save a lot of money by building in-house when you only need a creative strategist, an editor, even a creative coordinator to work with content creators to funnel them in the database. That's literally it. So that being said, I want to take a deep dive into the protocol. How can you utilize ChatGPT? How can you create and develop concepts to build in-house? How can you solve all of the bottlenecks I just covered? Well, first things first, to have good ads that convert, to have a profitable NCPA, you need market research. And the way we conduct market research is by utilizing AI tech. So technology like Foreplay, technology like the Meta Ads library, Reddit forums, customer reviews, Amazon reviews from competitors, even existing reviews from our site. All of these play a role in developing ad concepts, ad angles, and developing offers that convert by taking the pain points that's common in the market, especially from our existing customer base, and bridging the gap with either new products or new solutions or new angles to get a brand new demographic who's never heard of our brand to convert. From there, it's documenting common pain points, putting that either in a Google Doc, Notion page, or a specific template that organizes everything, utilizing ChatGPT to develop concepts and ad scripts. So I don't want to share this information on how we actually utilize ChatGPT, because this is in our program that we consult with on D2C brands, and we give out the exact SOPs. So I would be doing the clients that sign up and pay us a hefty fee a disservice if I give that all away for free. But if you're interested in this, book in a call with me and I can walk you through our exact SOPs. But the framework behind this is you can utilize ChatGPT to come up with specific prompts that fit the demographic we're going after. And when you're using tech, the efficiency gain is substantial. You don't need a huge team to pump out 10, 20, 30, even 90 creatives a month with AI tech. AI tech does majority of the grunt work. So if I were you, I would ask you a question on how can you integrate AI tech into day-to-day tasks, whether that's being familiar with ChatGPT and utilizing ChatGPT very heavily, whether that's using software like Flare.ai or Flare.io to develop static images with AI tech. Maybe that's using Midjourney. You just want to use as much AI tech in day-to-day tasks as possible to get time efficiency back. And then from there, now it's pretty common. Our ad strategy is going very broad and then creative testing on a CBO level or at a campaign level with CBO. And then for each creative we have or each concept, we put that in a dynamic creative test. And then depending on the platform, if we're sticking with Meta, which predominantly we are, that's like the first channel we want to get profitable on, we simply put all of our creative tests in a controlled environment where you're leveraging Meta's machine learning platform to now simultaneously test all of these concepts at once and allocate spend to what they believe is best for the end user experience. So now, for example, we have, for let's say one concept, it's UGC. We're going to have 2 additional variations, maybe slight tweaks in the hook, maybe slight tweaks in the call to action. Maybe we have the OG concept here that's a 45-second video. We might have another variation that's 30 seconds and another variation that's 25 seconds. We want to have 3 total variations of the total concept to run. So for example, we have 1 unique concept, 2 additional variations, that's 3 total assets to test, and we put that in a DCT. The next framework is, let's say we test static images. We might have 1 OG concept, 2 additional variations. We might have direct response creatives, paid actor, 2 additional variations. But the framework here is have all of our creative tests in a controlled environment. Meta's allocating spend to what they believe is best for the end user experience. And then apart from that, when we do dynamic creative testing, what happens is we have 1 concept, 3 total variations, or 3 total creative assets we're testing at once, 2 variations of headline, 2 variations of ad copy, and then from there, Meta's essentially just testing like 9 to 12 different combinations at once while allocating spend to what they believe is best for the end user. And whatever DCT that gets majority of the budget, we determine a winner when a DCT gets 40% of the CBO budget, and then from there, we're just recycling the other DCTs we've tested that didn't pan out, and we're building out more DCTs. So in a given week, we're probably testing anywhere from 3 to 5 DCTs. In a given month, we're testing anywhere from 10 to 15 DCTs a month. And the goal behind that is we want to at least keep filling the winner's ad set with post IDs from our DCT tests. And as a byproduct of that, the whole performance of the campaign as a whole lifts because now we're filling the funnel. Specific creatives might be top of funnel heavy based off CPM and frequency. Other creatives might be heavy retargeting bottom of the funnel because the frequency is above 1.3, the CPM's at $20. But we measure each creative based off the incremental lift and how that functions within the funnel. Because if you turn off one bad ad that might not look good on paper, that's a below KPI, but that same creative is filling top of the funnel so that your bottom of the funnel creatives can actually convert at a higher ratio. And the moment you turn off that top of funnel DCT or top of funnel creative, well, then your whole campaign goes into a spell wind, or a tailwind, as I should say. So it's very important that we have our creative tests in a controlled environment. We're leveraging CBO. We're not ABO testing or manually trying to allocate budget, because essentially you're moving against the machine learning platform on Meta. And as a byproduct, I mean, majority of your budget goes to losers over a 30-day period. So we want to, of course, be as capital efficient as possible, but also leverage Meta's machine learning platform so that we're also making money. But as a byproduct of that, we follow the modular framework with everything we do. So a traditional 60-second video might have a hook, problem, failed solution, introduction of the product, features, unique selling points, demonstration, benefits, desired end result. It's very important that we play on the pain point here, because no matter what sells, no matter what we're trying to obtain, our creative does the targeting for us. And if we're not solving a problem, we're not going to get results. We're not going to get conversions. Because if we tap into different areas of pain points and we display our product genuinely solving that problem, the efficiency gain on that is congruent across the board, from the creative to the landing page to the offer to the checkout experience. And as a byproduct, we're attracting customers that fit what we're going after based off the creative. It all starts with the creative process. Now, with this layout, when working with content creators, you can segment, you can have one storyboard concept follow this pathway. And then as a byproduct, you can literally create 2 to 3 to even 6 variations, because a variation could look like this is the whole OG concept having all of these pain points, and then that's a 60-second clip. You can reduce that 60-second clip to a 45-second clip by simply having a variation in the hook, problem, failed solution, features, USPs, and then a call to action. Now, there you go. That's your 40-second clip. And you can even go a step further with another variation. You can just have hook, problem, failed solution, and then call to action, right? The reason why it's called the modular framework is because everything in this trajectory is like a puzzle. You can interchange each different process across the board and to yield a different variation or different outcome. And this is why most brands fail. Most brands fail because they have no congruency from the actual creative to running the ads to the landing page to the offer to the checkout experience. You want to be a sniper. You want to be concurrent across the board. You want to have the right creatives calling out the right demographic. You want to have the right compelling copy that mimics the creative. You want to have the right landing page that is optimized for the end user experience. And then, of course, you want to have a high AOV bundle offer that is irresistible. When somebody spends $100, they're getting more for their money than what they paid for in just a Grand Slam offer. And as a byproduct, your NCPA lowers. So these are all the factors that most brands are doing wrong, and ultimately we come in and fix. And this is why we're able to generate the results we do. It's a proven structure. It's a proven roadmap. Step by step, focusing on the creatives first. Seeing where the drop-off is within the funnel. Is it a landing page issue? Is it an offer issue? Is it a creative issue? And then from there, just building. And then as a byproduct, with one single campaign, with one high LV bundle, we're pushing on the front end and we're profitable because every single step of the funnel is optimized. Because we're acting like a sniper. So that being said, hope you guys found some value in this. If there's any questions or comments, drop them down below. And then from there, if you're interested in actually scaling your D2C brand and you're tired of working with agencies, I help founders like yourself build in-house for exits. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. And if that's any interest, book a call down below.